at John A. Logan College here, Brewer Gymnasium here on this Saturday afternoon, a rainy Saturday in Southern Illinois, getting you set for John A. Logan women's basketball here on the final game before these teams take off and head on their Christmas break. Actually, can you believe we're talking about that? That Christmas break is coming up for the college basketball for John A., both the men and the women's teams, as it's the final game, and both teams going to be taking on Wabash Valley here this afternoon at Brewers Gymnasium. Looking forward to the matchup here as we are getting you set. We're just a few minutes away from the tip-off here. Now, John A. Logan coming off that game on Wednesday night on the road at Vincennes. Coach Charlie Jones and the ladies suffering a 79-64 loss on the road at Vincennes to Coach Ingrida Hartsfield and the Vincennes University Lady Blazers. And that put the record for the Lady Vols at 4-8 on the season. They are 2-3 in home games. They are 2-3 on the road, and on neutral site games, they are 0-2 on the season. So tough loss though on the road at Vincennes on Wednesday night, and Vincennes was down due to injury, where they only had 6 players that were available to play in that game, but the 6 that they had were outstanding, and gave the Lady Vols the loss on Wednesday night, 88-46. Now this Vincennes team, or excuse me, the Wabash team, and Coach Luke Schedeker, outstanding. They are the number 6 team in the country. They're averaging 98 points a ball game. They only give up 57 points a ball game. They are outstanding and a very strong team indeed. So we're just moments away from the tip-off. We're going to go on and take our first break here on our pregame show. We'll be back on 103.5.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college, and I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenburg.
John A. is the only auto collision program in Southern Illinois. There's nobody else that offers it. We draw students from all over because there's just nobody else that offers the programs. The student-teacher relationship is one of the most important parts of this job.
You can't really go wrong here. Anything you want to learn, you can learn it here.
Whenever I started the program, I didn't feel too 110% about it, like I wasn't sure how I was going to do, but that's what makes me confident. It's the teacher and the students that I'm surrounded by.
Welcome back to Brewer Gymnasium. Dave McKenzie flying solo here today and getting you set for John A. Logan ladies basketball here at Brewer Gymnasium. We're glad to have you with us here this afternoon. Of course, the men are going to be playing immediately following the women's game, and plenty of time for you to get out here and take it in. A lot of basketball going on around the region today. Of course, the big shootout that's taking place there in Carbondale. What is it? I think 11 games down there today, but we invite you to come on by and watch your Logan Volunteers here this afternoon at Brewer Gymnasium. When you do the head-to-head comparison between Wabash Valley, the number 6 team in the country, and your John A. Logan Lady Volunteers, we're talking this Wabash team, a consistently strong team for Coach Luke Scheidecker, and they are outstanding again this year. As we mentioned moments ago, they're about 98 points a ball game. They give up 57. They shoot over 46% from the field. They shoot three-point range at about 33% clip, which is outstanding. Their free throw shooting, about 67%. They get 45 rebounds. This is just an outstanding ball team. John A. Logan and Coach Charlie Jones, they are about a 60-point ball game, points per game team. They shoot 36% from the field, 29% from the three-point line, 65% from the stripe. They also rebound at about 26 rebounds per game and have about 8 assists per game. That's really just a huge difference between these two, where Wabash is averaging about 20 assists per ball game, and John A. gets about 8 per ball game. So it's going to be Wabash bringing the Lady Warriors onto the floor. They're the first ones to come out of the locker room, and just an outstanding team. And when you look at their starting lineup for Coach Luke Scheidecker, you're talking about 4 of the 5 starters average in double figures. They are led by the 15 points from the 5'10 sophomore out of Milwaukee. That's beautiful Wahid. And then Shemaiah Reed averages about 13 points a ball game. And then you have Aaron Henry, who is just over 10 points a ball game. So 3 of the 5 starters for Wabash Valley averaging over 10 points a ball game. For the Volunteers, Taylor Horton averaging over 10 points a game, as is Kira Whitaker. Taylor's at 10.9, Kira's at 10.6, and then also on the starting 5 today, you have Brooklyn Burnett. That's really, over the course of about the last 3 games, has just been outstanding for Coach Charlie Jones. She had a double-double the other night at Vincennes, played a really good ball game against Vincennes, and has really made great strides here in the early part of the schedule for the Lady Volunteers. Janiah Harrison will be one of the starters, as will be Desaria James. Desaria averaging just over 6 points a game. Janiah Harrison averaging over 3 points a ball game. We're going to go on and take our final break, and when we come back, we're going to have the starting lineups and the tip-off here as the John A. Logan Volunteers host Wabash Valley here on 103.5 ESPN.com.
Hi guys, TJ Cowan from Cold Blooded. Coming to you, wanted to introduce the Cold Blooded Single Barrel Smokehouse. Here at John A. Logan College, you guys are used to our coffee. Now come check out our food. Not your average college, not your average food.
Welcome back to John A. Logan College. Dave McKenzie with you as we are getting you set for Lady Volunteers basketball here this afternoon. Wabash Valley, the Lady Warriors, coming in with their 12-1 record on the year. They are number 6 in the country, taking on John A. Logan. They are 4-8 on the season. 2-3 at home, 2-3 on the road, and 0-2 on neutral site. Starters being announced now for Wabash Valley and Coach Luke Scheidecker. It's going to be the 5'6" sophomore out of Detroit, Michigan, number 0, Shemaiah Reed. The 5'10" sophomore from Milwaukee, number 3, Beautiful Wahid. The 5'8" sophomore from Plainfield, Illinois, number 20, Aaron Henry. Then you have the 5'7" sophomore out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, number 22, Madison Lewis. And now the final player, 5'11", out of Indianapolis, Nakia Harris, wears number 33. So for the Lady Warriors, it'll be Reed, Wahid, Henry, Lewis, and Harris, the starting 5. For the Lady Vols and Coach Charlie Jones, the 5'7" sophomore out of Cape Girardeau, Taylor Horton. She averages 10.9 points a ball game. The 6' freshman out of Metropolis, we talked about her moments ago, Brooklyn Burnett. The 5'11" freshman out of Bardwell, Kentucky, number 20, Kiara Whitaker. Then you have number 22, Janiyah Harrison, the 5'11" freshman from Heron. And out of Mount Vernon, the 5'6" sophomore, number 23, Desaria James. Horton, Burnett, Whitaker, Harrison, James, the starting 5 for Coach Charlie Jones. We're glad to have you here with us this afternoon. And as we mentioned, this is both of these teams for John A. Logan. It's getaway day after the games. They're going to head out for their Christmas vacation. The ladies will be back, and their first game will be coming up January 13th when they travel to Brescia University. That is coming up on January 13th. Both teams are out on the floor. Both teams are ready to go. The officials are on the floor, and we're glad to have you with us here this afternoon on 103.5 ESPN.com. It's going to be the Vols and the Warriors win the tip to start things off. The Shemaiah Reed, and they work the ball around the perimeter into the post, down low. The shot is good from Nakia Harris. And the Warriors come out in the press. Vols break it, though. They get it into the front court. Over to Kiara Whitaker. Now it's Desaria James that backs it up for the Volunteers. Bring it to the near side to Harrison. Up top, Brooklyn Burnett gets a touch. Now Desaria James dishes it to Whitaker. Whitaker in the paint. The floater with the right hand off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound put back and off the rim from Burnett. And a third shot from Harrison. And the Vols get another opportunity and can't hit. Burnett gets fouled, tied up. And the foul is going to be on the floor. It's going to be on Shemaiah Reed. So it's going to belong to the Lady Volunteers on the baseline. I had to reset the play clock here. Taylor Horton is going to trigger in. Whips it up top. That's Harrison that takes it from Taylor Horton. Desaria James to the block. Puts it up with the right hand off the iron. No good. Another rebound for the Volunteers. And about 4 rebounds right there on that possession for John A. Logan. To the hole. Kicking it out toward the corner. And the first turnover off the hands of Shemaiah Reed. And the first turnover belongs to Wabash. It's going to be John A. Logan basketball. Again, Warriors pick up the pressure of the backcourt. Ball tipped around. Taylor Horton gets fouled, and that's going to be 2 very quick fouls. Shemaiah Reed with 2 quick fouls, and quickly Luke Scheidecker gets the replacement in Micaiah Porter. It's going to be a technical that's also called on Shemaiah Reed. And that is here at the 8:47 mark of the first quarter. So Shemaiah not only picked up her second foul, but apparently said something after she went to the bench. So Taylor Horton, who shoots 76% from the line, her first free throw is good. Taylor averaging 10 a game, hits both free throws. And the ball's going to stay with the Lady Volunteers. 2-2 our score. And it's Johnny Logan basketball. Zaria James has it at the far hash. Drives it between the circles. Now to Brooklyn Burnett. And Burnett and James collide. James is face down on the floor. Burnett is slow to get up, and they clipped each other on the handoff. And Zaria trying to clear her eyes. That was a shot. It was like a free safety coming in on a defenseless receiver there. But the basketball belongs to the Warriors. They kick it down low. It's on the floor, and turnover number 2 on Wabash Valley. James, she's okay, takes it to the paint, floater with the right hand, way short, may have been partially blocked, and here come the Warriors. They're on the run. Outlet pass to beautiful Rahid, and the bucket is good as she dished it off to Micaiah Porter. 4-2 is our score. The pressure. Vols trying to get it into the front court. They finally do get it to Horton. 2-on-2. Taylor to the rim. The runner is good for Taylor Horton. She's got all 4 of the Volunteers' points. Feed down low, and a foul is going to be called on Johnny Logan as Micaiah Porter got in the paint on the feed. The foul. Didn't see who it's going to be on Zaria James. And that's the first team foul as the free throw is no good for Micaiah Porter. Porter averaging 9 points a ball game, shoots 50% from the stripe. Micaiah out of Elkhart, Indiana. The right-hander's second free throw. Too strong, and Johnny Logan gets the rebound. Horton dribbled into a double team. The ball's on the floor. John A. jumps on it. Johnny Logan, and they tie it up. Or a timeout was called by Wabash Valley. We have a timeout on the floor. 7:26 here in the first quarter. Tied up 4-4 on 103.5 ESPN.com.
Welcome to Mackey's. How can I help you?
Hey, welcome to Mackey's Pizza. Every Monday night we have half-price cheese breadsticks. Monday through Friday we have a great lunch special. We can get 8-inch pizza, a small salad, and a drink for $7.49. So come out and see us and enjoy everything at Mackey's.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenburg.
Welcome back to Brewer Gymnasium. Dave McKenzie with you this afternoon. Coming out of the timeout, a 4-4 ball game. 7:26 remaining here in the first quarter. Wabash Valley with 2 turnovers. Johnny Logan with 1 turnover. Already had a technical foul here at the 8:47 mark, and that was on Shemaiah Reed, who picked up 2 quick fouls for the Lady Warriors. So it's going to be Wabash Valley basketball coming out of the timeout. They have it up between the circles. Now it is beautiful Wahid that takes over. She takes it down the right side of the lane, dishes it corner right. The 3 off the iron, no good. And a battle for the rebound. It's going to stay with Nakia Harris. Now straightaway 3. Shot missed off the front of the iron, and Kira Whitaker gets the rebound for Johnny Logan. Coast to coast, the runner with the right hand, in and out, no good. Oh, bad luck, but she winds up with the basketball, and the rebound is grabbed, and the outlet pass by the Warriors. The other way, it goes out of bounds off of Micaiah Porter. Turnover number 3 here in the first quarter on the Lady Warriors. 6:45 remaining, a 4-4 ball game. Full court press, 1-2-2 full court, or 2-2-1 rather, for Wabash Valley. Taylor Horton had the ball ripped out of her hands the other way. The bucket is good from Micaiah Porter. 4 in the game for Porter, 6-4, Wabash Valley, the 2-point lead. Kira Whitaker breaks the press, outlet pass, taking it the other way. Janiah Harrison has her shot partially blocked. Coming back the other way. Off the glass and good for Madison Lewis. And a timeout called by Coach Charlie Jones. 6:16 remaining here in the first quarter. It's an 8-4 score. We'll be back in 30 here on 103.5 ESPN.com.
Our students are employed immediately. Sometimes they are employed before they get their associate's degree.
I have a position working in early childhood. Dr. Marilyn Tolliver, my professor, was able to really prepare me to be able to teach in a classroom as a lead teacher.
To see them interact and engage in what I'm teaching them is life-changing.
We want to help.
Welcome back to John A. Logan Lady Volunteer Basketball, brought to you by John A. Logan College. Spring registration underway. You can find out more information at jalc.edu. John A. Logan College, why would you go anywhere else? Dave McKenzie with you this afternoon here. 8-4 our score. Wabash Valley the 4-point lead, and they continue to press the Lady Vols. Finally, they break the press. Kira Whitaker's pass was knocked out of bounds. It was intended for Janiah Harrison, who was down in the paint. And beautiful Wahid, the 5'10 sophomore out of Milwaukee, got a hand on it. Goes out of bounds. Damasaska's in the game for Charlie Jones. She triggers in to Kira Whitaker. Kira around the top, takes it to the left side of the circle. Taylor Horton has an open three off the iron, no good. Brooklyn Burnett's there to clean it up, though. Brooklyn's first bucket of the game coming off a double-double on the road at Vincennes. And it is 8-6 our score. The runner by beautiful Wahid, no good, and Brooklyn Burnett gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Taylor Horton. 2-on-2, takes it to the hole, and the ball out of bounds. As grabbing hold of it was Madison Lewis and wound up going off the leg of Taylor Horton. Turnover number 4 on the Lady Vols. Length of the floor to go. Kaya Porter triggers in, gets it to Madison Lewis. Madison out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Crosses midcourt with the right-hand dribble, gets the screen from Nikiah Harris. Now it's up top. Beautiful Wahid's three. She is an outstanding ball player. Her first field goal of the game, a three-pointer. Averaging 15 a game, and she shoots 51%. Another steal for Wabash Valley. The runner partially blocked, and good defense there on that possession by the Lady Volunteers. Damasauskas to the free throw line. Left-hand dribble, pull-up jumper. Good for Patty Damasauskas. They feed the post. Wabash does. Shot partially blocked, and it's going to stay with Harris for Wabash, but the pass across the lane off the hands of Aaron Henry. And each team now with 5 turnovers here with 4:42 remaining in the first quarter. It's a 3-point ball game. Wabash averaging 98 points a game. The Lady Volunteers averaging about 60 points a ball game. Pass picked off, steal, and the bucket is good from Micaiah Porter. 6 in the game for Porter. And a foul going over the back is on Madison Lewis of Wabash as they continue to press in the backcourt. The 2-2-1 full court press applied by Coach Luke Scheidecker. Inslee Tedeschi on the floor now for Coach Charlie Jones. So it's Damasauskas, Tedeschi, Morgan Alexander, and the pass intended for Horton is picked off, and Madison Lewis picks up the field goal. as we have another timeout on the floor here with 4:21 remaining in this first quarter. 15-8 Wabash Valley over John A. Logan College here on 103.5 ESPN.com.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
15-8 our score here at Brewer Gymnasium. Wabash Valley leading John A. Logan Volunteers. Damasaskis gets it into the front court. Morgan Alexander down low off the low block, finds Patty. 12-footer from Damasaskis, good. Patty's come into the game, picked up a couple of field goals here. It's a 5-point game, and a three from the top of the key is good for Madison Lewis. Lewis was 7, 18-10. Volunteers break the press into the front court. Tedeschi down low to Brooklyn Burnett. The ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with John A. Logan College as it was off the hands of Trinity Butler, who's into the game. Trinity hails from Atlanta, Georgia. Damasaskis triggers in, throws it up to Brooklyn Burnett. Now Inslee takes over. Tedeschi to the right side. Patty Damasaskis with it. Out toward the right wing. Holds it high. Now Tedeschi takes it between the circles. Back to Damasaskis. Backs it up to the logo center court. Around the screen from Brooklyn Burnett. And a turnover on Damasaskis as she carried the ball. Turnover number 8. On the Lady Volunteers. 3:27 on the clock here in the first quarter. 18-10. Wabash Valley the 8-point lead and the ball. Madison Lewis, slow walk across the timeline. Lobs it to beautiful Waheed. Her turnaround three, no good. Ball's tipped around, and it's Desaria James that gets the rebound for the Volunteers. Into the front court. Step back three from Horton, partially blocked. And the Warriors come away with it. Outlet pass. Off the glass and a foul. Desaria James fouls Madison Lewis. Desaria picks up foul number 2. And that is going to put Madison Lewis at the free throw line. Madison averaging almost 16 points a game, shoots 65% from the line. And the first one is good. She's got 8 here in the first quarter. That leads all scorers here in this first quarter. Hits both of them. 9 now for Madison Lewis. Number 20, Aaron Henry. 2-2-1, full court press by the Warriors. Here comes Desaria James, dribbles through the press into the front court. Damasaskis, oh, nice feed to Tedeschi down low, gets the shot off, but it was partially blocked. And the Warriors come away with it. And the ball kicked. Damasaskis got a foot on it. It's going to belong to the Warriors out on the far sideline. Coming into the game is going to be Nakia Harris. She replaces Micaiah Porter. They get it in. Beautiful walk, or excuse me, they dish it to the corner. A travel, and that's going to be turnover number 6 on the Warriors. Still pressing. Balls have found a way to kind of break this press. Last few trips down the floor, but Taylor Horton has her pocket picked the other way. The runner is good from beautiful Waheed. Waheed now with 5 in the game. 22-10, a 12-point lead for the Warriors. They tie up the basketball with Taylor Horton as Trinity Butler reaches in. Possession arrow is going to keep it with John A. Logan College. Just going to be here on the near sideline. They lob it into Inslee Tedeschi. Now Damasauskas dribbles to the right, hands it to James. James finds Horton on the left wing. Taylor dribbles through the lane to the right elbow, dishes it to Damasauskas. She gets fouled. Patty Damasauskas has been aggressive coming in for the Lady Vols since she entered the game. She's got 4 points, and she gets fouled here. The foul is going to be on Trinity Butler, the first on Trinity. Damasauskas shoots 70% from the line, averaging 3.8 a game. She's already hit her average as she misses the first free throw. 22-10 our score. The sophomore out of Lockport, Illinois, hits the second. 5 now for Patty. Under 2 to play here in the first quarter, 22-11. Wabash has doubled up the Lady Volunteers. Beautiful Waheed. Ball on the floor. Scramble for it. Tied up. Zaria James. Man, she's a scrapper. She'll get right in there. She tied it up with Asia Elliott. And possessional keeps it with Wabash Valley. They lob it in to beautiful Waheed. Off to the left wing. This is Elliott. Spin move to the block. Fadeaway jumper. Short. And Zaria James gets the rebound. Keeps it herself and takes it across midcourt. Right side to Horton. Horton looks inside. Now back to James. James to the free throw line. Dishes it to Damasauskas. She takes it, jabs it in on the arc. Skip past to Tedeschi to the low block. Inslee puts it up off the glass a little short, and the rebound is grabbed by Elliott for Wabash Valley. Taking it to the hole. The runner with the right hand is good for beautiful Waheed of Wabash Valley. Waheed with 7 here in this first quarter. James, quick to the hole. Little right-hand floater. It's off the mark, hit off the backboard on the right of the rim. Outlet pass to Waheed. Beautiful backs it up. Here to the right wing with a left-hand dribble. 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Elliott to the hole, up and under. The runner's good for Nakia Harris. 4 for Nakia. 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 24-11 is our score. Outlet pass to James. 15-footer for Desaria, no good. Rebound to James, comes right back to her in the corner. Whips it up top, throws it in the backcourt. Turnover number 10 in the first quarter on the Lady Volunteers. Inslee Tedeschi checks out. Brooklyn Burnett comes back in. So it's going to belong to Wabash Valley out on the far sideline. Aaron Henry stands in, lobs it into the backcourt. That's when Madison Lewis takes over. Madison comes across the timeline, gets the screen. Back to Henry. Henry trying to feed it down low on the back cut from Tasha Mims. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to John A. Logan. Shot at the buzzer, knocked something off of the shot clock. It hit the scoreboard above us. Not exactly sure what it is. It's the bonus sign on the scoreboard, but they won't put that up right now. It's the end of the first quarter, and Wabash Valley leads John A. Logan here this afternoon, 24-11 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in 60 on 103.5 ESPN.com.
How can I help you?
Hey, welcome to Mackey's Pizza. Every Monday night we have half-price cheese breadsticks, Monday through Friday, we have a great lunch special. We can get 8-inch pizza, a small salad, and a drink for $7.49. So come out and see us and enjoy everything at Mackey's.
Back to John A. Logan College, Dave McKenzie. As we head to the second quarter, it's Wabash Valley Lady Warriors 24, John A. Logan Lady Volunteers 11. When you look at the scoring to start things off here in the first quarter, it's the 9 points from Madison Lewis to lead all scores, 7 from Beautiful Wahid, 6 from Porter, and 4 from Nakiah Harris for the Warriors. John A. Logan is led by the 5 from Patty Damaskaskas, 4 from Taylor Horton, 2 from Brooklyn Burnett. 11 points scored by John A. Logan College. It's going to be John A. Logan basketball over on the far side. Damaskaskas is going to trigger in as Charlie Jones stands next to us here at the scorer's table. And the inbound pass to Kira Whitaker. Kira out of Bardwell, Kentucky. Damaskaskas out on the right wing. Up top it goes to Harrison. Back to Damaskaskas, right at the circle, dribbles, now finds Whitaker. Kira inside the arc to the free throw line to Harrison. Harrison to the low block, ran into trouble there, but scooted it along the floor, and Brooklyn Burnett was there. Brooklyn's got 4 in the game. 24-13, Wabash Valley. Madison Lewis, the right side now to Henry. Back to Lewis. Now up high between the circles is Harris. Back to Lewis. Down low, the jumper no good. May have been partially blocked. The ball was kicked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with John A. Logan College. Coming up, the men are going to be playing this afternoon. About an hour and a half from now, you'll hear that game over on 103.5 ESPN. Pressure being applied in the backcourt once again by Wabash Valley, but the Vols get it into the front court. Whitaker had the ball slapped out of her hand, but it was off of Harris of Wabash Valley. So John A. Logan will maintain possession. 19 on the shot clock. Damaskaskas to Whitaker. Here, near midcourt, double team, comes in, takes the ball from her. Turnover number 1 of the quarter. The runner with the right hand is good from Micaiah Porter. Porter with 8 now in the game. Damaskaskas takes the pass, gets to the corner, double team, tried to get her, but she gets it into the front court. Now it's Whitaker's 3, off the iron, no good, and the rebound grabbed by Wabash Valley. Outlet pass here to the right wing. Trinity Butler in the game. Shot no good from straight away by Harris, and John A. Logan gets the rebound. Taylor Horton needs some help, pulled up the dribble, and there's Whitaker to bail her out. Back to Horton, she's got an open 3, good for Taylor Horton. Taylor with 7 here in the game. 26-16, a 10-point Wabash Valley lead. 7:50 remaining in this second quarter. Harris at the free throw line, traveled with the basketball. And that is going to be turnover number 8, the first of the quarter, on Wabash Valley.
Wabash checking in number 3, Beautiful Wahid.
So John A. Logan, they get the ball to Harrison. She got behind the defender, the runner, she gets fouled. Janiyah is going to go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Tasia Mims. Tasia just picked up her first foul. Janiyah Harrison, the 5'11 freshman out of Heron, shoots 78% from the line, averaging about 3 a game. Played at Heron High School, and the first free throw is no good. The second from Harrison, that's a little too strong, and the rebound is grabbed by Nakia Harris, and Harris traveled with the ball again. Back-to-back turnovers on Harris. That's 9 total turnovers in the game. The second here in the quarter for Wabash Valley. Brooklyn Burnett wearing those bright green shoes. Harris takes the basketball down the lane. Ball stripped away, got poked away. And the jump ball possession arrow is going to give it to Wabash Valley, the Lady Warriors. Warriors, the number 6 team in the country. They are 12-1 on the season. Just another outstanding team. Coach Luke Scheidecker. Here come the Warriors into the front court. Beautiful Wahid, the runner with the right hand. She hits the floor, and the foul is going to be called on John A. Logan College. It's going to be Brooklyn Burnett that picks up her first.
First personal foul.
Wahid will be shooting free throws. Coming into the game, Trinity Butler comes in to replace Nakia Harris. Also getting ready to come in for the Vols is going to be Adriana Hendricks as Wahid hits the free throw. She's got 8, and now she's got 9 in the game. She hits both of them. 29-16, the 13-point lead. Full court pressure, ball's tipped. Harrison gets it into the front court. But a pass intended for Morgan Alexander was stolen by Wabash Valley. So it's going to belong to the Lady Warriors right in front of their bench. To our left here from our location on the floor. Slow stroll across midcourt for Lewis. And look at Adriana Hendricks in there. And the Volunteers get a steal. Nice job by Hendricks. 10 turnovers on Wabash Valley. Straightaway 3 from Alexander. No good. And the ball out of bounds off of Wabash Valley. It's going to stay with John A. Logan College. Coming back into the game, Kaya Harris comes back in. She replaces Tasia Mims. So Patty Damasaskis is going to trigger in. Gets it to Alexander. Morgan. To Patty. She tried to run her down the lane and she got fouled. A blocking foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Nakia. Nakia Harris picks up her first. It's going to be the second team foul on the Lady Warriors, and Patty Damasaskis at the line. She's already 1 of 2 from the stripe and gets this one to go. 6 in the game for Patty. Averages 3.8 a ball game. Her second is good. She's having a good game here today. Warriors to the corner right. Beautiful Wahid. 3, attempt no good. And it is Adriana Hendricks that gets the rebound for John A. Logan. Damasaskis around the screen, now backs it up toward corner left. Skip pass right side. That is Alexander. Morgan feeds the post down low. Brooklyn Burnett waits on the defender. A little too strong going over the back. The ball out of bounds off of Janiyah Harrison. And it's going to belong to Wabash Valley. They get it in to Madison Lewis. Slowing the pace. 6:03 remaining here until halftime. Up high, Wahid has it with Adriana Hendricks on her defensively. Adriana out of El Dorado. Wahid's runner with the right hand, no good. She hits the deck, and a foul is going to be called on John A. Logan, and it's going to be on Janiyah Harrison.
Harrison, second personal, 13 foul. At the line to shoot 2.
Third team foul on the Lady Volunteers, and at the line, beautiful Wahid. Free throw's good. 10. She is the first to double digits here in this game, averaging 15 a ball game. Wahid's second is good. Ensley Tedeschi checks back in for Janiah Harrison. Pressure in the backcourt once again on the Lady Warriors. Trying to get the ball to Brooklyn Burnett. The pass was off her fingertips, out of bounds. A third turnover here of the quarter. That is turnover number 13 on the Lady Volunteers. Bounce pass down low to Harris, trying to back Brooklyn Burnett down. Burnett did a good job of defending, and the ball out of bounds as Ensley Tedeschi tried to save it, but her foot was on the end line. But that was good defense from Brooklyn Burnett on Harris. She didn't let her get a clean shot off. Harris, who averages 9 a game, with 4 here, 5:28 remaining in this second quarter. So it's going to be Lady Warrior basketball, baseline right. Warriors in their road black with the red numbers on the back. John A in their home whites. Harris, high post, puts it up with the right hand, and Damasauskas gets the rebound for John A. Logan. They get it into the front court, corner left, taking it to the hole. The runner from Hendricks was blocked. Outlet pass, the layup the other way, off the front of the iron, no good. And the putback, though, to clean it up. Trinity Butler has her first field goal. Outlet pass to Tedeschi, to the hole. She gets fouled. Ensley has free throws coming. As the foul is going to be on Harris.
Second personal.
This is going to be team foul number 3 on the Lady Warriors. Ensley, the sophomore out of Benton, 60% free throw shooter, averaging 7 a game. Coming out of the game is going to be Micaiah Porter. Coming in for Coach Luke Scheinefter, number 20. Aaron Henry, one of the starters, back on the floor. We have timeout that is called here. 4:55, it's going to be a media timeout. 34-18 is our score here in the second quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds on 103.5 ESPN.com.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Offenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenberg.
.55 remaining here in the second quarter. 34-18, Wabash Valley with the lead on the Lady Volunteers. Ensley Tedeschi at the line, getting ready to shoot free throws. Ensley scoreless here in the first half. She shoots 60% from the line and hits the first one. Averaging 7 points a ball game. And the second just off the mark to the right a little bit, but Brooklyn Burnett gets the rebound and threw it away. 5th turnover, 15th overall, and the Volunteers steal it the other way. Hendricks now to Morgan Alexander. Back to Hendricks, corner right. It's gonna, ball was out of bounds off of Wahid. It's going to stay with John A. Logan College. Thomasakis out on the far sideline. Down low. Good job trying to get a shot off, and a foul is going to be called on Madison Lewis, her second. And at the line, it's going to be Morgan Alexander for John A. Logan College. Morgan shooting 100% from the line on the season. And it must be the announcer jinx on that for Morgan Alexander. She misses the first one. Hits the second. Morgan's in the scorebook. 14-point lead for the Lady Warriors with the basketball. Wahid dribbles around top of the key, feeds the post. Harris takes it, reaching in. A foul is going to be called on John A. Logan. And it's going to be on Morgan Alexander, her first. Coming out of the game, Adriana Hendricks back on the floor now is Taylor Horton. So it's Tedeschi, Horton, Morgan Alexander, Thomasakis. The three straight away from Wahid. 14 in the game for beautiful Wahid. And a pass intended for Taylor Horton was knocked out of bounds by Erin Henry. Henry out of Plainfield, Illinois. Just outside of Quincy, I do believe. And a double dribble, or a 10-second call, is the sixth turnover here in the second quarter. Luke Scheidecker calls out the orange special for Wabash Valley. We'll see what that is. 37-20 our score here. 4 minutes remaining until halftime. They lob it in to Wahid. She keeps it, baseline drive. The runner short-armed it, tried the finger roll. Brooklyn Burnett gets the rebound for the Lady Vols. Thomasakis left wing. Dribbles across the top of the key, now to the right side. Taylor Horton takes it, lobs it down low for Burnett. Nice pass off the glass and good. Great job by Burnett. Brooklyn's got good hands. She took the pass, got the bank shot. Makes it a 15-point ball game, and another steal by John A. Logan, but then the Warriors get it back. Inslee Tedeschi flying in, trying to cut off a shot, and a bump foul is going to be called on Inslee. Inslee got her on the arm. Kira Whitaker getting ready to check in and is going to replace Brooklyn Burnett. Brooklyn comes out of the game. Coming out also, Kaya Harris. At the line, Trinity Butler. Trinity, an 80% free throw shooter. The first one's good. 3 for Butler. The 5'10" redshirt freshman hits both of them. 4 in the game now for Butler. It's a 17-point lead for Wabash Valley, 39-22. Whitaker's pass knocked down and out of bounds. Wahid got a hand on it.
Back in for the ball, number 20, Whitaker.
They pick the pressure back up in the backcourt. Taylor Horton got fouled. It's going to be on Erin Henry. Henry's first.
Number 20, Henry.
And so team foul number 5 is going to put Taylor Horton shooting free throws. 7 in the game for Taylor. She had 4 first quarter points. She's got 3 here in the second. And a high arcing free throw from Taylor's good. 8 in the game now. Taylor came in averaging 10 a ball game. Second off the mark. The rebound is grabbed by Micaiah Porter. Damasauskas out on the point, putting pressure on Madison Lewis. Almost forcing a turnover. Ball's on the floor. Waheed has it now. Throws it up top. Henry's three, good. Erin Henry is in the scorebook. She's got 3. 42-23, 19-point lead. Volunteers the other way. Jumper's good for Morgan Alexander. 3 in the game for Morgan. 42-25 our score. It was 24-11 in the first quarter. The runner, good from Madison Lewis. Horton launches, no good, but Whitaker gets the rebound for John A. Logan. Damasauskas, the right-hand runner, bounces around 3 times and won't go in. And a foul is going to be called on I think we've got somebody. I think it was an official timeout. Didn't see exactly what happened. So it's going to be Wabash Valley basketball. 2 minutes remaining until halftime. Out on the left wing. Driving around, Henry to the hole. The runner high off the glass is good for Erin Henry. She averages 10 a game. She's halfway there with 5. 46-25, the 21-point lead. Volunteers ball, Tedeschi. Top of the key, Damasauskas now to the left elbow. Puts it up off the glass a little short. Defended well. And the Warriors in the front court. Waheed fakes the 3, dumps it down low, trying to force a shot twice, partially blocked. Asia Elliott couldn't convert the other way. Taylor Horton gets the layup. Horton, double-digit 10 now, with 1 minute remaining until halftime. 46-27, 19-point lead. Beautiful Waheed, the right-hand layup. 16 now for Waheed. She's hit her average of 15. 40 seconds remaining. Taylor Horton to Whitaker. Kira's runner, good! Kira picks up the bucket and the foul. The foul is going to be on Asia Elliott. So Whitaker, who averages 10 points a ball game, has her first field goal and a chance at the 3-point play here for the freshman out of Bardwell, Kentucky. Free throw's good. So 30 seconds remaining, 48-30, an 18-point lead. And we got a whistle. The foul is going to be on John A. Logan. That's going to be Damasauskas. Picks up her first. Team foul number 6. So Kaya Porter out of Elkhart, Indiana, the 5'10 sophomore, has free throws coming to her. Micaiah averaging almost 10 points a ball game. She could hit that average with both makes. She misses the first. %50 free throw shooter. The second. Again, can't get that to go. Taylor Horton on the floor. Wabash reaches in, ties up the basketball. Possession arrow is going to keep it with Wabash Valley. Nope, it's going to be John A. Logan basketball. So it's going to belong to Johnny Logan. There was some question there because the possession arrow on the board said it was Wabash Valley, but the official said he had it as white ball. That's Johnny Logan here in their home whites. It's going to be a turnover, the carry of the basketball. It's going to be turnover number 8 here in the second quarter. Turnover number 18 overall on Johnny Logan College. Length of the floor to go, 20 seconds for Wabash Valley. They are up 18, it's 48-30. With 10 seconds till halftime. With the ball, Destiny McAllister on the floor. The runner from Waheed, though, is good. 18 first half points for beautiful Waheed, and that ends this first half of basketball. It is all Wabash Valley. 50-30 as we are heading to halftime. As you look at the scoring, we'll start first with the scoring for Wabash Valley. Of course, it's beautiful Waheed, the 5'10 sophomore out of Milwaukee, with 18 points here at the break. 8 from Micaiah Porter, 5 in the game from Aaron Henry, 11 for Madison Lewis, 4 for Trinity Butler, and 4 from Nakiah Harris. 50 points scored by the Wabash Valley Lady Warriors. Johnny Logan College led by the 10 from Taylor Horton, 7 in the game from Patty Damasauskas, 3 from Morgan Alexander, 6 from Brooklyn Burnett, 3 from Kira Whitaker, and 1 from Inslee Tedeschi. 50-30 is our score here at the halftime break. We're going to go on and take a break. We'll be back here with John A. Logan Lady Volunteer Basketball on 103.5 ESPN.com.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what Johnny Logan does for you.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenburg.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what Johnny Logan does for you.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenburg.
John A. is the only auto collision program in Southern Illinois. There's nobody else that offers it. We draw students from all over because there's just nobody else that offers the programs. The student-teacher relationship is one of the most important parts of this job.
You can't really go wrong here. Anything you want to learn, you can learn it here.
Whenever I started the program, I didn't feel too 110% about it. Like I wasn't sure how I was going to do, but that's what makes me confident. It's the teacher and the students that I'm surrounded by.
Hi guys, TJ Cowan from Cold Blooded. Coming to you, wanted to introduce the Cold Blooded Single Barrel Smokehouse. here at Johnny Logan College. You guys are used to our coffee. Now come check out our food. Not your average college, not your average food.
Welcome to Mackey's. How can I help you?
Hey, welcome to Mackey's Pizza. Every Monday night we have half-price cheese breadsticks. Monday through Friday we have a great lunch special. We can get 8-inch pizza, a small salad, and a drink for $7.49. So come out and see us and enjoy everything at Mackey's.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenburg.
Our students are employed immediately. Sometimes they are employed before they get their associate's degree.
I have a position working in early childhood. Dr. Marilyn Tolliver, my professor, was able to really prepare me to be able to teach in a classroom as a lead teacher.
To see them interact and engage in what I'm teaching them is life-changing.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what Johnny Logan does for you.
Welcome to Mackey's. How can I help you?
Hey, welcome to Mackey's Pizza. Every Monday night we have half-price cheese breadsticks. Monday through Friday we have a great lunch special. We can get 8-inch pizza, a small salad, and a drink for $7.49. So come out and see us and enjoy everything at Mackey's.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenburg.
want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what Johnny Logan does for you.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenburg.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what Johnny Logan does for you.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenburg.
John A. is the only auto collision program in Southern Illinois. There's nobody else that offers it. We draw students from all over because there's just nobody else that offers the programs. The student-teacher relationship is one of the most important parts of this job.
You can't really go wrong here. Anything you want to learn, you can learn it here.
Whenever I started the program, I didn't feel 110% about it, like I wasn't sure how I was going to do, but that's what makes me confident. It's the teacher and the students that I'm surrounded by.
Hi guys, TJ Cowan from Cold Blooded. Coming to you, wanted to introduce the Cold Blooded Single Barrel Smokehouse. Here at Johnny Logan College, you guys are used to our coffee, now come check out our food. Not your average college, not your average food.
Welcome to Mackey's. How can I help you?
Hey, welcome to Mackey's Pizza. Every Monday night we have half-price cheese breadsticks. Monday through Friday we have a great lunch special. We can get 8-inch pizza, a small salad, and a drink for $7.49. So come out and see us and enjoy everything at Mackey's.
Year-end savings and year-end cheer at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale. The 2025 Buick Encore is here, and it's only $21,871. The 2025 Buick Envista is only $199 a month. And the truck, the GMC Sierra, is priced at a super low $32,272. Wishing you and yours the most joyous holiday season at Chris Alkenberg Buick GMC in Carbondale.
Advantage Offenburg.
Our students are employed immediately. Sometimes they are employed before they get their associate's degree.
I have a position working in early childhood. Dr. Marilyn Tolliver, my professor, was able to really prepare me to be able to teach in a classroom as a lead teacher.
To see them interact and engage in what I'm teaching now is life-changing.
We want to help
Scorer for the Lady Warriors. She'll tack on that 18 to that 18 she had in the first half. And then also in double digits, Madison Lewis finished the first half with 11 points for the Lady Warriors. Double digits for Johnny Logan this afternoon, just the one from Taylor Horton. Taylor, who averages 10 points a ball game, she's got her average. And then you had Patty Damasauskas finishing the first half with 7 points and 6 from Brooklyn Burnett. Got to talk about Brooklyn Burnett. That road game at Vincennes on Wednesday night, Brooklyn finished with a double-double, was outstanding in that loss at Vincennes. And she has really come along here, especially the last 3 or 4 games for Coach Charlie Jones. Has just been solid on both ends of the floor, playing good defense, rebounds well, and then picking up some points. And she did that with that double-double on Wednesday night. We're getting you set for the second half here with 10 seconds on the clock. The Lady Volunteers around head coach Charlie Jones to our right, getting their last minute instructions. And the Lady Warriors are on the floor. They are ready to go. The basketball is going to stay with Wabash Valley to start this second half. And everybody is ready to go. So now, John A. Logan is going to be moving left to right on your radio dial as we start play here in the second half. Warriors, that's Wahid. Over to the right side, skip pass here to the near side. That's Lewis. It launches the 3, and it was nothing but the bottom of the net for Madison Lewis. 14 for Madison. 53-30. Taylor Horton over the top. Ball out of bounds. Kaya Harris came in and stole it and stepped out of bounds. Or excuse me, that was Asia Elliott that stole the ball. But John A. Logan basketball. Desaria James now to Whitaker. Kira inside the arc, just off the elbow right, put the ball on the floor, and it was stolen away, and Whitaker reached around and grabbed the ankle of the defender. It's going to be the first on Whitaker. And it's going to belong to Wabash Valley. That is going to be the 19th turnover on the Lady Volunteers. Desiree Bryant is on the floor now for Coach Luke Scheidecker. Desiree Bryant out of Radcliffe, Kentucky. Madison Lewis to Bryant, now to the corner. Wahid back to Bryant on the right wing, got the screen. Over the left side, that's Madison Lewis, her 3. Back-to-back trays for Madison Lewis. 17 in the game for Madison. Volunteers break the press. Horton to the rim, off the glass, too strong. And the rebound is grabbed by Nakia Harris, but the Volunteers pick it off. That's the runner from Kira Whitaker, just a little bit short on the right side. Rebound, outlet the other way, and beautiful Wahid gets fouled as Desaria James pushes her to the floor. Didn't want to give her the breakaway layup. They may call an intentional. They do call the intentional. So it's going to be on Desaria James.
On number 23, James.
Coach Luke Scheidecker said she should be ejected for that. I don't think it was to that level. She just wasn't going to give the free shot, as Wahid's free throw is good. 19 now for beautiful Wahid out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, misses the second. So now Patty Damasauskas comes in for Desaria James, who comes to the bench. So now, the intentional was a technical foul. And Wahid went 1 for 2 from the line. She stands at the stripe. So possession arrow. There's a lot of confusion here. Now, beautiful Wahid got fouled. It was the push foul, the intentional, which makes it a technical. And Wahid went 1 for 2 on the line. And after the technical, the possession stays with Wabash Valley. They finally got it lined out. 8:38 remaining, 57-30 the score. Wabash Valley leads John A. Logan, and the bucket goes for Tasia Mims. Actually, it was Nikiah Harris. And the foul.
Number 20, Whitaker.
Kira Whitaker picks up the foul. So the bucket did not count. The foul was before the shot. So the possession with the Lady Warriors. Wahid across the free throw line, right side to Desiree Bryant. Down low, feeding the post, Asia Elliott. Elliott with her first field goal here of the game, 59-30. Still 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And a 10-second violation is going to turn the ball over. That's turnover number 20 on John A. Logan College here. Still 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Volunteers come into the game averaging 20 turnovers a ball game. So Wabash Valley trying to extend their record to 13-1 on the season. They drive in. The right-hand layup, no good. Battle for the rebound. Put back is good, though, for Nikiah Harris. 6 in the game for Harris. And the Volunteers break the press. They get it into the front court. Damasauskas has it. Dishes it to Whitaker. Whitaker crosses over. Jumper from just above the free throw line. Good for Kira Whitaker. 5 for Kira. 61-32. 7:20 remaining. Baseline drive. Dish down low to Asia Elliott. Can't finish. Brooklyn Burnett gets the rebound. Outlet to Damasauskas. Into the front court. Lobs it down low for Taylor Horton. Drives the baseline. Turnaround jumper from 15. No good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Asia Elliott. And we've got Kira Whitaker on the floor the other way. The layup is good for Madison Lewis. Kira Whitaker on the floor to the right as Coach Charlie Jones comes out to her. Didn't see exactly what happened to Kira. As I was watching, it's kind of behind the play. Behind the ball, Coach Charlie Jones offers a hand and helps her to the floor, and she is going to go see the trainer, Brad Brush, for a moment. She does walk off the floor under her own power. So coming in to replace Whitaker is going to be Morgan Alexander. So it's Damasauskas, Horton, Alexander, Brooklyn Burnett, and Janiah Harrison. Damasauskas over on the left wing with that right-hand dribble around the screen from Harris. Reverses back the other way. Takes it to the left wing and tried to hand it to Horton, but it was tipped out of bounds off the hands of Madison Lewis for Wabash Valley. Patty triggers in. Horton has it. Off the glass, the runner's good for Taylor Horton. 12 for Taylor. Her first bucket here in the second half. 63-34, the 29-point lead for Wabash Valley. Micaiah Harris to the block. Shot block from Brooklyn Burnett. She just slapped it right out of the hands of Harris. John A. Logan's basketball. Alexander out on that left wing. Now Damasauskas looks inside. Holds it high above the head. Back to Alexander. Horton straight away. Three. Just off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound is grabbed by Desiree Byron. Outlet pass to Lewis. Lobs it and out of bounds. It was intended for beautiful Wahid, but it goes out of bounds. So 5 new subs coming into the game for Coach Luke Scheidecker. Destiny McAllister on the floor. You have Tasia Mims on the floor. Also, Aaron Henry's back on the floor. See who else we have. Shemaya Reed is on the floor as well. So 5 new rested players for Wabash Valley. Taking it to the paint. The shot up and no good. That's Reed. Gets her own rebound and throws it out left wing. Aaron Henry's 3 bounces in. Aaron Henry bounced all around the rim and finally fell through. And it's a 32-point lead now for Wabash Valley. Damasauskas yells out to play. Dribbles right, reverses back to Harrison. Harrison hands it to Alexander. Morgan backs it up toward the logo. Now to the right side to Damasauskas. Patty, the left-hand dribble. Across the top of the key to the left wing. Horton takes the handoff from Patty. Back to Damasauskas, and they threw it away. 21st turnover now on the Lady Volunteers. It's going to belong to Wabash Valley. They trigger into Shemaya Reed. Shemaya, one of the starters for Wabash Valley, averaging 13 a game, and she's been on the bench the majority of the game, but she just picked up her first field goal. 68-34. Horton, baseline drive, foul. Taylor is going to shoot free throws. The foul is going to be on Trinity Butler. Butler picks up her second. We have a timeout on the floor here with 4:47 remaining in the third quarter. 68-34 is our score. Media timeout back in 60 on 103.5 ESPN.com.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
Media timeout here at John A. Logan College. Dave McKenzie on this rainy Saturday afternoon in southern Illinois. 4:47 remaining here in the third quarter. 68-34. It was 21-14 Wabash Valley at the end of the first. 20-point lead, 50-30 at the half. It's 68-34. And at the line, Taylor Horton, who just got fouled, is going to be shooting a couple of free throws. So Taylor with 12 in the game, has the touch on her first free throw. Lucky 13 for Taylor Horton. And hits the second. Taylor now 14. 68-36. On the floor, Tasha Mims driving to the rim with it, though, is Erin Henry. She gets a bucket and a foul. The foul is going to be on Morgan Alexander.
Foul number 5.
Erin Henry.
Second personal.
That bucket gave her 10. She has the chance at the three-point play. 76% free throw shooter, and it's true. 11 for Erin Henry. Making it 71-36. Near side wing. Pass intended for Brooklyn Burnett was tipped, and the foul, a pushing foul, is going to be called on Taylor Horton. That's the first on Taylor. Wabash Valley length of the floor to go here. 4:22 remaining. And that was the 5th team foul, so instead of it being possession, Wabash Valley, it's going to be free throws. Wabash Valley is Erin Henry, who just hit that three. The old-fashioned three-point play, is back on the line shooting 2. And her free throw was good. Erin out of Plainfield, Illinois. And the second is good, giving her 13 in the game. Damasauskas now to Horton. 73-36 our score. Alexander back to Taylor, now to Patty. Out on the left wing, skip pass to Morgan. Alexander on the right wing. Skips it back to Damasauskas. She takes it on the baseline to Alexander, who got free. Put up the three, and it was air ball, but Horton gets the rebound. Gets the loose ball, launches it at the buzzer. The shot clock violation gives it to the Lady Warriors. So it's going to be length of the floor to go for the Warriors. Damasauskas picks up the pressure. And it's Shemaya Reed. The runner is good as it circled the rim twice before finally falling for Reed. 4 for Shemaya Reed. Now 75-36. Still 3:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Damasauskas. Jumper from about 16, no good. And it's pulled down by the Warriors. On the run. Taking it the length of the floor and getting fouled is going to be Trinity Butler. Trinity's shooting free throws as Taylor Horton picked up her second foul. Trinity, the redshirt freshman out of Atlanta, Georgia, averaging 6 a game. She's got 4 and hits her first free throw. The second is good. 77-36. Right wing, Taylor Horton had no one around her, launches the 3, air ball, but Brooklyn Burnett cleans it up. 8 for Burnett. And Shemaya Reed got fouled, and it's going to be on Brooklyn Burnett, the second. on the freshman.
Foul's called, number 14, Brooklyn Burnett.
She reached out as Reed was getting ready to shoot.
At the line to shoot 2.
So Shemaya out of Detroit, Michigan, the sophomore. Her free throw's good. 5 in the game. The second is a little short. Damasauskas gets the rebound. And stepping out of bounds with the ball was going to be Trinity Butler. Burnett comes out to take the inbound pass. Brooklyn off to the left wing, Taylor Horton. Now to Damasauskas, right side to Alexander. Morgan skips it to Horton. Bounce pass for Burnett. Just a little bit inside and was tipped away, and the turnover gives it to Erin Henry. She goes and makes the layup the other way. 15 in the game for Erin Henry. Horton to Damasauskas. Patty's mid-range jumper. Just a little bit short. Outlet pass. Here goes Reed, who gets the layup. 7 for Shemaya Reed. It's 82-38. Charlie Jones is going to his bench. Turnover once again. And it's Reed with the bucket. 9 in the game for Shemaya Reed. Out here to Morgan Alexander. Morgan on the right wing. Drops it down low to Burnett, and going over the back is going to be Tasha Mims.
32, Mims, her second.
Wholesale changes for Coach Charlie Jones. Patty Damasauskas comes out. Morgan Alexander comes out. Taylor comes out. Janiah Harrison comes out as well. So on the floor now, it's going to be Tedeschi, Michaela Carter. Brooklyn Burnett stays in. So it was 4 changes for Coach Charlie Jones, and getting fouled is Michaela Carter. The foul is going to be on Riley Riggs.
First personal. Michaela Carter.
Michaela Carter, 54% from the line. Michaela, the freshman out of Philadelphia, stands 6'5", and that first free throw just rims out. Minute 27 remaining. 84-38 is our score. The second from Michaela is good. So Inslee comes out, puts pressure on the ball. Beautiful Wahid now to the right side. Brianna Dugans. Dugans to the hole. The runner with the left hand is good.
Dugans.
Brianna Dugans, the freshman, redshirt freshman out of Chicago. Kara Whitaker tried to feed the post. Pass was picked off. Outlet pass. That is beautiful Wahid with 21. After her layup runner. 45 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Left wing, Kara Whitaker drives in. And the foul is going to be called on Wabash Valley. Jada Peterson. Peterson picked up her first action here today. Also on the floor, Riley Riggs for Wabash Valley. Throw it up top to Inslee. Tedeschi feeds the right side. Whitaker. And a foul underneath is going to be called on Janae Logan. I believe it's going to be on Michaela Carter. That's the first on Michaela. So under 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Free throw line. Taking it to the hole, Porter.
Foul's called.
It's going to be a foul called on John A. Logan College. And it's going to be Brooklyn Burnett, the third on Brooklyn.
14, Burnett. Third personal foul.
So now, Micaiah Porter. Elkhart, Indiana is her hometown. The 5'10 sophomore hits the free throw.
Number 11, Porter.
9-4 Porter. Second on the way. It's good. 10 for Micaiah.